If you're seeing this, take this as your skinny pick me up video for the week. Many people are on your skinny journey and it gets really hard. So if you're wondering if there's a reason to stay on this journey, this video is definitely for you. So stay tuned. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, especially to another skinny privilege episode. Yay! In today's video, we'll be talking about who the skinny privilege benefits. Who benefits from you being skinny? Again, see this as your weekly skinny pick me up video to encourage you if you're on your journey to being skinny or maintaining your stature. So the first person, the obvious one that actually benefits from you being skinny is you. And this benefit is actually exponential because first off, there is the superficial part where you look the part in certain places, you look good, etc. I've discussed this in another episode, which I'll link that up in there, so I'll just leave you to watch that. So there's a superficial part because in certain groups it's just a thing for people to be skinny, so you would fit well into those groups. And there's also the part where being skinny translates to you being healthy in many ways, looking healthy, presenting healthier to other people around you. Your health, your fitness, if you're obese, that it would be the extreme opposite of it, or overweight, then obviously you may be more prone to having certain health conditions. Or if you have health conditions that someone that's skinny also has, yours could be worse because of weight. And that's always one of the things that people are usually asked to work on when they have things like even musculoskeletal issues and all of that. So it's definitely worth looking into that. You are looking to have better health, and this is one of the ways that being skinny actually benefits you as a person. The benefits of being skinny for you are actually endless, and it's kind of exponential because one thing snowballs into another and another and another. Just like if you're overweight and unhealthy, being overweight snowballs into having this, into having high blood cholesterol, having high blood pressure. In some cases, if your arteries get clogged and you have all these other problems, it's possible that your arteries get clogged with fat and other problems as well. Skinny does not put you at risk for having things like that, so you can make the correlation there, right? So that's you. The second person that being skinny or having skinny privilege would definitely benefit is if you have a partner. So if you have a partner, them not having to worry about you being overweight and you possibly having all these health conditions, that will be such a relief to them. Just having a partner that is on top of it when it comes to their health, on top of it when it comes to their fitness. Of course, on this channel, we're not talking about the toxic type of skinny where people don't eat all day, they just smoke all day and all of that, which you'd see that is more prevalent in certain cultures. And we're not talking about that here. We're talking about being skinny and being healthy. So if that is the case for you, then your partner would not have to worry about you, being unhealthy because you're just eating anything you want, you don't care about your health and all of that. So in that case, your partner would be happy. They would feel less burdened about that, because what partnership can be these days. People own assets together, people raise a family together and all of that, and you don't want the person that is sort of your co-captain or your co-pilot, rather the person as your co-pilot, to just be unwell all the time or be prone to be unwell. So if you're skinny and you're fit, it just makes your partner happier. And another one is definitely how your partner may view you as more attractive if that's what they're into. We know there's different types of skinny, by the way. There's skinny thick, there's slim thick, there is skinny, there's model type of skinny, there's all types of skinny, okay? So if you fit into any of these categories, your partner may then find you more attractive. But I know attractiveness varies, but being skinny is definitely a classic. You'd see that in one of my other videos anyway. And so you are more likely to present as being attractive generally, and that could be a thing of pride for your partner. And because we live in a capitalistic society where everyone's trying to get money, your partner may be able to assess certain opportunities because those kind of situations where people go to dinner with your partner and then she's charming and they like her, and it's just that they're able to get into certain rooms and all that because the woman also has a charm in addition to the man's career success, and it just works together and helps that couple sort of become better in terms of assessing opportunities and all of that. If you've watched an episode of Friends where Monica went to play, I think it was basketball or tennis with Chandler's boss and his partner, and it was just a way for them to bond and a way for Chandler to sort of get ahead in terms of his work. And so like Monica was fit. You can imagine the bigger Monica back in the day when she was really young. Bigger Monica probably wouldn't have been able to play that intense, you know. I know that was kind of course, a funny episode where some things didn't go well. Maybe they played too well in that game and the boss didn't like it, but anyway, that's a story for another day. But they got invited for that opportunity. Imagine if he turned up and his partner was just unhealthy and overweight and could not even get up to play tennis. That's not very good for Chandler's career, is, you know. So being skinny could be beneficial for your partner as well, not just you. Another benefit of skinny privilege is for your kids, if you plan to have any, in terms of genetics. So when it comes to health, we know that there are many things that the cause cannot exactly be traced. I happen to work in healthcare, so I know like there are many things that the cause cannot exactly be traced, but there are risk factors for it, and a big one is always family history of it. So if you are skinny and you keep on top of your health, that means you're not just keeping good health for yourself, but you're also passing that privilege down to your future generation. And because you look a certain way, you probably have certain healthy habits that you would raise your kids with, and that would just, you know, help them to get ahead in life as well by being healthy and being fit, and also just being ready for achieving success in other areas in life, because they're healthy, they're fit, they're confident, they're able to like you know, socialize without being worried, you know, because they look good, because that plays a part in people being able to socialize and not be worried about how they look. So it definitely benefits your future generation, possibly future kids. So that is something that is also worth looking into, you know, or something to keep you going if you're on your skinny journey and it feels tiring on some days. You're not just, you know, forming these habits for yourself. If you plan to have any progeny, you would definitely be forming this habit to their advantage as well. So it's definitely worth staying on this journey, because genetically, whatever gets passed down to the next generation gets passed down to the next, and it just continues to snowball. So this is definitely something worth pursuing if you're currently on your skinny journey, or on your journey to continue to maintain your skinny privilege or towards achieving it. Okay, so keep it in mind, evolution is a thing, genetics is a thing, and if you want to prevent certain types of genetic mutation, it may be worth looking into your health and fitness. And a good place to start would always be losing weight or preserving your skinny privilege if you already have it. Another set of people that being skinny is beneficial to is definitely the society at large. Okay, so starting from society around you, from influencing people to actually be more conscious based on your own behaviors, your eating habits and things like that, healthy ones. Okay, based on all those things, it's also like, you know, beneficial to first the people around you, because they would know, like they'll be encouraged to sort of be more conscious of what they eat, working out, etc. So being skinny is beneficial to the society around you, beneficial to, you know, people around you, and that sort of like snowballs into society at large. If being skinny is a thing, as we've seen on Skinny Talk and all over the internet, because being skinny is a thing and people that are skinny are coming out to say why they love being skinny. You know, check out my video on why I love being skinny, by the way. So because everyone is coming out to say that and saying the things they're doing to stay skinny, that has kind of like snowballed into many people saying, oh, I want to lose some weight, and it being more acceptable for people to be like, I'm a bit overweight and I definitely want to lose some weight. It's been sort of more acceptable now to say that, because, you know, Skinny Talk is making it go like, you know, doing it kind of over the top even, to just make sure that people are aware. And so like being skinny is definitely beneficial, because then you can educate people on how they can lose some weight and how they can be healthy. So it's beneficial to the society at large and not just yourself. So trust me, you're doing community service, you're helping others by staying skinny or preserving your skinny privilege. So well done. Okay, another group of people that being skinny benefits is definitely the government. Okay, so I live in England and NHS is a thing, and the NHS definitely benefits from if people stay skinny, because guess what? I think a few months back, the Prime Minister of England, Keir Starmer, was suggesting like, oh, they'll probably have to give weight loss shots in a healthy way. Well, weight loss shots to people that are overweight, because being overweight has been sort of associated with not wanting to work, being depressed, and also, you know, not contributing to society. So they want people to actually lose weight. So if you are staying skinny, you are a hero to the government, because you are costing NHS like less money for surgeries and for all these, you know, problems that come with being overweight, you know, and all this medication that has to be given out, and all the hours and all the medical help and professionals that need to be employed to look after people that have all these cardiovascular issues because they are overweight. You're definitely doing the government, or your government, wherever you are, a lot of good. You're doing the public health sector, wherever you are, a ton of good. If you are staying skinny and you're preserving your skinny privilege, or you're working towards it. That's it for today, guys. That is your weekly pick me up for staying on your skinny journey, for preserving your skinny privilege, and I'll see you in my next video.